If you are planning to sell AI receptionists to businesses in 2026, this is your lucky ticket. This is the video for you. It is titled like Never Sell AI Receptionist Ever, which is the worst AI offer you can pitch in 2026. I know a lot of you will start putting dislikes on this video, but I would appreciate if you can watch it until the end. And if you don't agree with any of my statements, let me know in the comments and then put the dislike. This is the message that I got from one of the people that I know. Look, I've been posting content on YouTube and on LinkedIn. I have a huge newsletter for over 2 years now. So I have a lot of connections. I have a lot of people that I talk to. And I was just like wondering how everything is going. And the guy sent me this message. I'm blurring, obviously, most of the information, but he was like going over all the solutions that he sold and he was building for his clients. And this was one of them. Built an entire system for one company, but when all was said and done, they were adamant on keeping their secretary of 15 years and couldn't justify the $2,500 monthly retainer I offered. Fools. So essentially, from this message, we can understand that this guy was trying to pitch an AI receptionist, essentially, because this is going to replace a secretary that was working for the company for 15 years for $2,500 retainer. And he's saying that they are the fools. Well, I told this because he's my bro, so like I told him that like you're a fucking fool. So let me actually explain to you guys why he's a fool and why you should not do that and what you can do instead. As I said, like this happens every time. I get tons of the messages just like this that are saying literally the same thing. People giving me like different stories, different agencies, but same outcome, like different industries trying to pitch the receptionist, because this is essentially like the very first thing that you land on when you're thinking on how you can sell AI to the businesses. And so look, on my YouTube, I have 300 videos. Okay, this is kind of like a mark, and I've made maybe like 3, 4, 5 videos where I was literally saying like, don't sell receptionists. I was saying it 2 years ago, 1 year ago, probably like a few months ago, and I'm saying it to you right now. Don't sell receptionists. You can go yourself, do your research, LinkedIn, X, and see like people unsuccessful, like filter out the success bullshit stories and see what people are actually fucking saying. Okay? This is all yapping. Let me give you an example. So before the math, let's meet people, because the people is the reason why this never works. So there's Bob. So this is like a happy Bobby and the happy Susan. Okay? They are together. So the Bob is the business owner, 60 years old, makes $1 million a year, wants to pass it to his children. He's not dumb. Okay? Like, let's put it that way. He's not dumb. He has some business understanding. And there's Susan, that answered the phone for 15 years. So since Bob was 45, so she was with him answering this goddamn phone calls, okay? Knows every client by name, making 40 to like 60K a year, has a family, good life, whatever, plans, retirement. Now here's the trap. So Susan costs Bob, let's say $5,000. Look, of course, it depends on the state. It depends, like, if you're not in the States, it depends on the country, on a lot of factors, okay? But more often, like, Susan is not making $5,000 a month, okay? But let's say $5,000. Let's be conservative. Let's say that Bobby is not cheap. He's paying his employees very well. Okay, plus obviously insurance, plus holidays, plus taxes. And you're planning to charge $2,500 a month for an AI receptionist that does the same thing. So it saves the Bob $30,000 a year, right? I mean, half, right? And this is the calculation that you guys are doing. I mean, am I like miscalculating something? Okay, like even if you manipulate the costs, let's say that Susan is making $3,000, but you're charging like $1,000. Okay, so you're still gonna save $20K a year, or let's say you're gonna be, Susan is making $5K, but you're gonna be charging like $1.5K. So like you are still saving a lot of money. I mean, relatively a lot, like $20, $30, $40,000 to the business. So to the Bob pocket. In theory, right? So why the hell no one is succeeding with it? Okay? And before I go into why this fails, I want to make a very important disclaimer that hopefully will make you guys listen to me and not put a dislike on this video. It doesn't mean that no one is selling it. You can definitely put a comment and say, hey, Eugene, I have sold an AI receptionist. Yeah, sure, bro, like cool. And you can sell it full time, can you? Yeah, you can. I know a few guys who are selling receptionists, not full time, as an add-on. There are multi-million-dollar startups that are only doing AI receptionists for a specific niche. What we are talking about is not a software and not a one-time selling as a freelancer on Upwork. We're talking about consistent pipeline where you understand your LTV to CAC, you understand how much it costs you to acquire the client, you understand the LTV, you understand the fulfillment. So a real agency, not a fucking bullshit freelancing. Okay? So, why this fails? So first, Bob is not stupid. So Susan is still needed. The phone is not all she does. Look, she knows every client, yes. She walks through the office, yes. But think about it this way. Is it like literally every call will be answered by the bot? Like every fucking call? Probably not. Like, or every call handled? Probably not. Or even if yes, then the bot was in the business for like 15 years. So now you somehow need to replace the entire, phone number that was everywhere on the ads to your Twilio phone number. Look, yes, you can do it with rerouting. You can do a lot of different things to try to make a workaround, but still, the human is supposed to get on the calls at some point. So now, okay, you're having a fucking Twilio, you figured out how you're going to be receiving inbound calls. So now you need to integrate Susan into this infrastructure. So have an interface where Susan is going to be monitoring it and picking up the phone calls. If the AI is routing it to the Susan. So infrastructure is kind of hell. There's no CRM, didn't use anything. So you need to set up like other number, Twilio, train the team. So it's not like 10-minute build. Look, I'm not saying it's impossible. Again, even I have a few videos on my YouTube where I was giving you the case studies of the few receptions that we sold. What I'm saying is it's not as easy. And the Bobby understand this shit. So he knows his business. So if you're saying, yeah, so like pay me like fucking $2,000 a month and like we're gonna do, no, bro, like no. Can you get someone like here and there? You're gonna be convincing enough? Yeah, sure. But yeah, like usually this is not the case. And on top of that, you're gonna be eaten by the software. Look, like VAPI Retail, it's probably like bad examples, should not be here because VAPI Retail, there's some like more the infrastructures, but the actual startups that are raising, go to the Y Combinator list. Like, I mean, out of the batch that was like a month ago, I'm pretty sure out of like 60 companies, there are, I don't know, like 5 about the voice AI for sure that are essentially fixing this customer support receptionist problem. And there's hundreds, if not thousands, that are like literally white labeling and building on top of the infrastructure that are specifically designed for this industry. and they're going to be charging like $50, $100, $200 a month. Look, they will face the same problems. This is why it's still like not the easy service to sell for most of the local businesses, because there's still infrastructure. So it's custom work. They're not a software. They are a software. So it's like, it's all this pitfalls. It's possible. It is possible. But it is hard. Is it worth it? Fucking not. Okay? So now put yourself in the Bob's shoes. How do you do the math? So Bob reality. So will the Bob fire Susan for $30,000 a year having this fucking headache without knowing certainly that this will like work? And still someone needed, like, so he needs what? So he loses a 15-year relationship. He absorbs the headache of the build. The mass is not just too big. The business is business, but people are people. So, plus, you still need to have a human who is that gonna be? Like Susan, but he's gonna be paying less to the Susan. So it's like this doesn't match up. Look, I am not saying that, because there's like 15-year relationships. Yeah, for the family offices, maybe this is the case. But still, business is business. So if the savings were huge, if you come to a corporation, and say, look, bro, like, fire 20% of your customer support team, which, by the way, a lot of them did, replace it with the AI, you're going to make like 25% more profit. Like, burn them to the hell. Like they don't give a shit. Like, they would agree for less. They would agree for like 5%. So, I mean, yeah, fuck people. Like, who cares? What I'm saying is, like, but it needs to be like a business that is specifically designed for like only profit extraction. One, not like family type of the business, local thing. Plus, that savings and the increasement needs to be big enough for it to be worth it. Look, there are a lot of the, yes, bot. Like, you can do like hundreds of bots. I'm just giving you the general framework. So the real rule here is that, look, 25K with a lot of effort, not worth the headache. Like, usually this is what we, like, even if you can prove it's going to be 25K saved for a business that is doing more than a million a year, yeah, no. Now, if it's like, okay, like 10% with now Bob will listen, now Susan will go to work at the fucking Walmart, okay? So now it may make sense, okay, if this is actually provable, if you can put your mouth can put your work where your mouth is. So it's like you can prove it, like maybe performance, maybe like, so yes. So, but usually this is not the receptionist. Like, it depends, right? It's like we've been, for example, working with the agency on the different stuff. And this agency is actually working with the logistical companies that used to have the people that are answering all the drivers and organizing them, like literally thousands of calls every day. So they're like partially replacing it. So like they fired like 15 people already. It's a huge company. So there are use cases. Look, I mean, inbound phone calls, the point is, inbound phone calls is the thing, is the future. Everyone will use it, definitely. What I'm talking about is right now in 2026, is this the actual offer that you should be focusing on? No. If you want to have better offerings, watch other videos that I post. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.